Hey there, my name's John Stevenson, and welcome to the Guaranteed Retirement Guy Show. Today we're going to be answering the question, are annuities worth it, or are they just a waste of money? Well, I specialize in annuity sales, so obviously I am a little biased, but I want to talk about this because you know what? A lot of people are asking this. They're like, hey, John, annuities, they don't grow, right? Is it smart for me to put my money into this, okay? Or is the insurance carrier, are they ripping me off? Okay, well, insurance carriers sell life insurance and they sell annuities, okay? They sell them for two different reasons. You've got contractual obligations with each one of them. So you have to decide whether or not it's a ripoff or not. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you exactly what they're paying. And then you can decide for yourself, is it a ripoff or not? You know, that's a decision that you can make for yourself. You can also go to my website, johnstevenson.com, and check out my annuity calculators, and you'll be able to see exactly what they're paying out. And then you can kind of decide, are they ripping me off or not? Okay. So don't take my word for it. I can sit there and tell you, yeah, buy an annuity. Please buy an annuity so I can make a commission, right? That's what everyone does. They're like pushing these annuities. I mean, I tell you, I meet with people every single day, and I'm always dealing with other advisors that are pushing these products. I just had someone else reach out to me because their advisor was showing them one product. That's it. That's all they had. They had nothing else. And they're like, this is the best. This is the best. This is the best. And I'm like, okay, well, they're a good company, but there's 70 others over here. Would you like to look at these ones too? And of course, they're like, yeah, it'd be nice to see everything. So anyways, if you want to go to my website, check out my calculators and you'll see everything that's available. And then if you're looking to purchase an annuity, book a call with me. I'd love to help. I'd love to answer your questions. So anyways, not going to try to push you or hard sell you anything, but if you are looking, I'd love to help. So I'm going to share my screen and let's look at annuities. Let's see if they're a ripoff. Okay. All right. So looking at this, you will notice I just threw 500 grand. Okay. You can throw $500,000 into a mutual fund, into a CD, into the stock market, or you can throw it into an annuity contract. Is it worth it? Okay. Well, let's take a look at this. So this client is 62 years old. He is a male. And he wants income in 5 years. His goal is guaranteed contractual income. He wants it as high as possible. He doesn't want to have to worry about it. He wants to make sure the paychecks are coming in, and he wants to go on vacation. He just wants to live his life. And he's like, John, I've been growing my money for long enough. I want to enjoy it now. I want to get as much income as I possibly can get. And we're like, okay, well, let's take a look. So $500,000, you're going to retire at 67. Yep, I'm going to retire at 67, and I'm going to take Social Security, and I want as much income as this 500K will give me, and I don't have to worry about safe withdrawal, 4% from the stock market and trying to manage. I just want to make sure the income's there. Okay, fair enough. So looking at that, you'll notice a lot of options here. And some of them go down and some of them stay the same. So let's talk about that. And you'll notice I'm looking at the income rider. And if you go to my website, it'll show the same thing as well. It's not as pretty, but it still shows you the exact same numbers. All right, so let's take a look at these first ones. You'll notice these are accelerated. Okay, typically I don't recommend these unless you are looking to bridge an income gap. You want to, let's say you want to retire early, or maybe you want to take Social Security a few years down the road. You're like, well, I want more income now, and I'm okay with it being less later. That's when these products can come into play. Like this one, you can see Annuities, 66,000, then it drops to 39 grand at age 72. Ugh. Then you go down here and say, well, Annuities, I happen to know Annuities gives it to you a little bit longer than 5 years. Annuities, I think, gives it to you like 5, 6, 7 years. So with Athene, they give it to you. I want to say they give it to you for, about 10 years. Yeah, so give you 10 years and then it drops like drastically. Okay. So yeah, I don't recommend that if you're looking for a high income that never goes down. I wouldn't pick something like this that goes for 10 years and then drops quite a bit. So let's go back here and I'm going to click this box right here. No income reduction. Okay. I want to make sure you get the highest payouts without any reductions. Now we're saying, all right, here's all the options. Now let's see the top one per carrier. We'll just kind of clean this up here a little bit. Okay, so Equitrust is the highest payout right now. And they were last year too. They were very, very competitive. And they're very competitive on the income products. I've got a lot of clients that have them. They're happy with them. They have a lot of income coming. Now, if you have a problem with a B++ rating, do an A rating. I usually tell people if you can, try to do an A rating, just because A means more reserves, just a little bit more safety. Doesn't mean that Equitrust is not safe. They are. They were rated A. They were A rated by 2 other agencies. The one that hasn't given them an A yet is AM Best, and this is what we're showing right here. Okay, so if you want to do the next one that's right up there with Equitrust, then F&G. You can see it's $56,000 a year. So, but let's talk about this. Is this a ripoff? Okay, well, you answer it. Okay, why don't you answer in the comments below? Who am I to tell you if it's a ripoff or not? Okay, is $56,000 per year in guaranteed income for the rest of your life, is that a ripoff to you? Okay, in 10 years, you're already going to get all your money back, and then after that, it's all gravy. Right? So do you want the contractual income? And that's totally up to you. So if we go down here, we'll look at, let's see here. Here's the income, $56,000. And you see by the time you're 95, you've taken out $1.6 million. Could you have made more money in the stock market during this time? Of course you could have. Yeah. But was that your goal? Was your goal to just have growth, and then, hey, I'll just leave it to someone when I die? Or were you growing this for yourself? And if you're growing it for yourself, would you like to enjoy it? And would you like to enjoy it at the maximum amount of withdrawal rate that you can, instead of having to do like 2, 3, 4% and hope that the market keeps up? Okay. You don't have to do it with this. Okay. With an annuity contract, it's very simple. They're showing you, look, you give a 500 grand, your benefit base here grows to 707, multiply by 7.94 gives you 56,000. If you take it early, it's 52. If you take it, a few years early, it's 48,000, 44.39. So it's just showing you here what the income would be if you took it early. And that's what's nice about these two. They're very flexible. You might have a plan to take it in 5 years, but you might take it early. Or you might decide to wait another couple of years. Well, guess what? If you do that, your income is going to be higher, because you see this benefit base, that's growing. And I'll show you how much it's growing. Right down here, they're giving you a 7.2% compounded roll-up rate for up to 10 years. Pretty nice. So you know that it's going to grow at 7.2 every single year. And they have a nice high withdrawal rate. And so both of these columns are going to rise every single year contractually. Okay. Pretty nice. So again, is this a ripoff? I don't know. It's totally up to you. You got to decide if it's a ripoff or not. In my opinion, if you're looking for contractual guarantees, you want pension income, and you want something you just don't have to worry about, probably not. No, I think there's a ton of value in having that. And statistics tell us, people live longer when they have annuity contracts, because people just don't care. They don't care that the account balance is going to run out. I mean, you can see right here, the account balance runs out. It runs out by the time you're 76. But if you're doing it for a pension, who cares? You're not doing this for legacy. If you want to do it for legacy, I can show you products for that. I got other videos where I talk about legacy and growth, and you can still take income disbursements from it, but they're not guaranteed. Okay. And those are great, and you absolutely can use those. You can use the MIGAs as well. They give you CD-like rates and live off the interest. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you just want to buy a pension, you want to get the highest guaranteed income payout, and you just don't want to have to worry about it. You're just like, I'm done. I want to travel. I want to be with my grandkids. I want to just do what I want to do and not have to look at the stock market every day, not look at these other investment options and different ways I can allocate my money, right, to get the most return. It gets to a point where we're like, I'm done. I mean, I've had fun. I've had my growth years. Can I enjoy it a little bit, right? Can I enjoy my family? Can I spend my time? Can I spend my energies focusing on what's important to me, instead of always just focusing on what the market's doing, and I got to check it, and I got to make sure that the income that I'm taking out this year is just the right amount, so I don't mess up my accounts. Okay, you don't have to use all of your money for this, by the way. People don't. People say, well, John, I'm going to put half of my portfolio into this, or I'm going to put 30%, or if you have to, depending on your circumstance, have to put more in. The max you can put in is like 70 to 75% of your total liquid. So anyways, things to think about. I create these videos so people can kind of who are looking for annuities, and they're looking for different options, and they're like, are annuities worth it? Should I spend money on them? Are they a ripoff? I can't answer that. I can't tell you if they are or not. I already have my personal opinions about them. I love the contractual guarantees. I love the guaranteed income. I love the pension income that gives me peace of mind. Okay, but that's me. And a lot of people agree with me. And a lot of people feel the same way. They want to have that peace of mind in their retirement. So anyways, I hope that helps. I hope looking at these annuity options helps you kind of decide whether or not that's something that would fit as part of your portfolio. And if you feel that it does, then I would invite you to book a call with me. There is a link below this video, goes directly to my calendar, and we can get on a Zoom call, and I'll show you my screen just like this. and we'll look at the options that are available. And I'll make my suggestions. I'll answer your questions. And of course, I'd love to help you purchase an annuity. If you're looking to buy an annuity, I'd love to be the advisor to help you because I love transparency. I try to show everything that's there. And regardless of my commissions, some of these pay me a lot. Some of them pay me very, very little. And it's okay because it all evens out in the end. And in my opinion, you should still see everything that's available so that you can make a more educated decision. Okay, fair enough? So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, share, you know the drill. And if you got comments or if you think this is a ripoff, please comment below. All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you for watching, and we'll see you next time.